Welcome to Mortgage MarketSmart. Today we're going to look at the profiles tile and specifically the lender profiles. So from our login welcome screen, we're going to click on the profiles tile. While this loads, we're going to go next to the MarketSmart icon and click on these three lines to give us more real estate on the screen. And we are going to click on the lender profile right here. Now we are going to select our markets and our time periods. So let's pick Atlanta right here, and let's pick our time period right here. Clearly, if you wanted to, you could narrow this down from the entire MSA to specific counties in your market. You could also narrow it down to low to moderate income census tracts or majority minority census tracts, up to you. And then you could also focus on banks, credit unions, or IMBs. Okay, but right now, we've picked our market, we've picked our time period. Let's go to the lender selector. So here are the top lenders in Atlanta year to date. You can see here's Rocket and the number of loans they originated, their loan share and their loan rank, the volume they've originated, their volume share and their volume rank, and their average loan size. As I start scrolling to the right, you can see the percent of business they've done in MMCTs, or majority minority census tracts, majority Black census tracts, majority Hispanic census tracts, majority Black or Hispanic census tracts, and majority Asian census tracts. So you can compare what Rocket has been doing. You can compare what they've been doing relative to other lenders, and you can compare to what they've been doing against the market in this first line, this bold line. As you keep scrolling to the right, you can see the percent of the business done in LMI, or low to moderate income census tracts, the percent of business done in CRA, or Community Reinvestment Act census tracts, and then their breakdown of purchase versus refi versus equity loans in units and in dollars. You can also see the breakdown of government versus conventional loans they've done, how many loan officers are associated with them, how many brokers are associated with them, how many listing agents they've worked with, and how many buyer agents they've worked with. If you like this information, you can save it at any time by clicking on this little share button right here. You click on it and you can select what format. The best format for this is Excel. So I can click on Excel and I can open it, and I will show you that it is an exact replica of the information that is contained on the tool. So again, here's Rocket and all of Rocket's numbers. Now, one best practice is to always, once you've saved this report, is to always go to File and Save As, and then to make sure that you specify what is in this report. So these are top lenders, yes, but they're top lenders in Atlanta, 2025 year to date through whatever date. And now when you hit save, you'll know exactly what's in this report instead of having to reopen it every time and figure out what's in there. All right, so let's go back to the profiles here. So now I can select a specific lender to observe. So I'm going to click on this dropdown, select lender of interest, and I'm going to select Delta Community Credit Union and hit apply. And now I can go right to the relationships tab and see which LOs work for Delta and which agents on the listing side and which agents on the buyer side Delta LOs have worked with, and also which builders Delta LOs have worked with. So you can see all those. And if you wanted to, you can then go to the loans export and figure out that Delta has had over 2,000 transactions, 2,069 in Atlanta year to date. And these are the loan level details so that you can save these and figure out with a market interest rate, actually, and figure out if some of these folks are potential candidates for refi. At any time, you can use any of the top global filters to narrow your search. So if we said, hey, let me just look at the transactions that were in low to moderate incomes, census tracts, I can hit LMI and this will filter and update, and it says we found 284 transactions in LMI. At any time, you can always come back to the lender selector. You can get rid of Delta by clicking on this filter / button, and it will return to the original top lender table. Thanks for watching. We've looked at the lender profile, and we will be back with another video.